Hey YouTube, it's Mike here. I'm about to show you my quick J-tube rocket stove thing I made there out of the exhaust pipe. If you saw that video that's on my channel, don't laugh when you see this. This is why I'm doing the pre-warning. Just so you know, if you're gonna build something and you've got flammable stuff in your shop and you don't want to be welding and cutting and stuff inside there, doing it not in the dark apparently is a great idea, because this thing is pretty ugly, but I believe in showing everything, so I am going to show you this thing. I'm going to start off in the shop. We'll take a look through it and I'll show you what I did and what my thought process was, and then we'll take it outside and we'll throw some paper in it as a beginning to do a test run to see if it will actually function. I think it should function, but hey, we're gonna go test it, and that way you guys will kind of see this step by step. Like I say, there's another video, like a prelude. This is made out of an exhaust system idea I had for another project, and so this stuff is basically recycle. So all right, here we go. Okay, so here we have it. It actually kind of, from a distance, if I made this out of focus, say, it looks kind of cool. It's got this real strange shape to it, and it's some nice big old chrome stack pipe off a semi. I think it's 5 or 6 inch, something, we'll say 5 inch. So anyway, down here, this cut I didn't make. As you can see, when I went to line it up, it left some gaps in here. These are some rings. I don't know what they were from, a piece of farm equipment or something. They were spare parts. Guy gave to me, actually, I guess my father-in-law. So I tried to make some feet out of those. Apparently I was on ground that wasn't level, because it didn't actually come out level. So we'll see what happens. None of this is really overly hard welded together, so some of this may end up getting cut apart, or like these I actually had wondered about, because all my weight is going to be in this section here. I wanted 2 feet here, and I originally was only going to put 1 because I could only find 3 of these rings. Then I moved some stuff around, found another one, so that, well, I'll do 4. But on uneven ground, that's a disadvantage. Being round like this, I think they should have a good footprint for holding some weight, especially this end if I was going to set a pot up here. You can see this cut didn't get quite lined up perfect. Here's my cold air intake. This is another piece of exhaust pipe off a motorcycle. It actually, around in here, worked out better than I had expected, but then I wasn't really expecting this gap here. But if I did pack this all in insulation or whatever, or cement and insulation, maybe it'd be okay. Another bit of a gap here, bit of a gap here. You can see I actually didn't get these lined up. Why ever that was, I'm not sure exactly. If you look inside here, you can see that pipe. It ends back in there, which should be just so you can see it at the edge, so that the fresh air is going to give a secondary burn at the back of this tube here. So somewhere in this area we should be getting a second burn. Come to this side, it actually went together a little better and tighter. I can weld all this no problem and fill that, and this here, the same thing. So really it's just a couple of those other gaps which I could take some rod and fill in if I needed to. But that's the basics of it. You can see the reason I did this, and I think I talked about this in another video, this is more so I can feed, say, pellets or some sort of grain or grain husk, like a sunflower shell. Hopefully, I mean, I could always make a bit of a bigger hopper deal, but I was thinking you can just drop stuff and it can kind of feed in, hopefully get some air over it to get some burning, and then or pull the air through it, and then You've got your secondary tube in here. So yeah, I'm gonna grab some paper and we'll take this outside and light it up. See if it works. All right, here we are. Hopefully this little backdrop of the shed here gives you some visual without lighting anything on fire. I think I counted 5 pieces of, there's a phone book here. So what's that? Probably 3 sheets. Get it lit. Throw some of the other bits in here. Shove that in there. You can see smoke's coming out the wrong end. But I'll give it a blow the other way. And there, you probably can't see that. You can maybe see the odd bit of ash coming out already. You can see in the cracks here, the fire's coming out. There's quite a bit of heat there. Now you can see it actually drawing in through. So even with all those leaks, now whether I'm really getting a secondary burn down in there, actually I kind of like these big cracks I made by mistake. Whether I'm getting a secondary burn or not, I'm not sure. It's a pretty short run. You can see I'm going to be out of paper here in a second. But that went fairly easy. Once it seems to start, it goes. This is relatively warm. That's relatively warm. This riser's a bit on the cooler side. There you can see the smoke coming out the top a little bit, maybe. So yeah, that's for a quick little burn there. Not too bad. I'm not disappointed. So trying to decide where to go. I think maybe I'll take this stuff, put it on YouTube as a video, and I'll think about what I want to do next. Or if in the meantime, before I get on to the next thing, if you see this, which means you probably have to be fairly quick because I'll likely do something real soon here just because I'm antsy to see what I can get going. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be interesting to see what all I can burn. I may even just take and put a little some like Roxol in there for now. I almost don't want to weld this up too hard right at the moment, just in case I want to take it back apart some more. But we'll see what happens. I might even just see, I was tempted to see what a 6-inch piece of chimney pipe, how it would fit. I mean, or not even chimney pipe, I guess I was thinking more like ductwork pipe. And if it would give me enough of a gap, I'd be very tempted just for now to try making a casing out of the 6-inch light gauge pipe and stuff it full of Roxol. And just for some testing before I get anything any more permanent. I need to come up with my boiler as well. So we'll see what I come up with on that. I think I may run some loops of tube or something and see how I can come up with a way, maybe in this top section here with a tank. We'll see. I'll have to see what I have around. You know me, I like to build stuff out of junk. I don't like spending money, and most of this is more for fun. All right, we'll talk to you. Thanks. Let me know what you think or if you have any ideas.